welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Henry again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Third down, it's Willis. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
I can still hear reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The 4th down, Willis is off, and Randy Bullock is on now for the Titans field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Bullock's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Fights through it. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. They'll run left with Pollard. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Prescott now. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now Prescott on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Buffalo 18.
Now Willis. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Now on fourth down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
There's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Pollard again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Shaun Alexander for 2nd place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits 1 behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people of the NFL.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They keep it with Henry on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Titans had 6 and 9 to start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Run for Pollard. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question of it.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Marr on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Titans 3.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Pollard. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the...
And the ball is knocked out. And that might be Titan football. It is. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
On the jump. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Dragon 60. Ready.
Following the fumble recovery, Willis. And that's complete to Westbrook-Akine. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Come on. Hit.
Second and a yard at the Cowboys' 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
From the 27, Willis. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Bullock's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
118 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. On the draw, it's Pollard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home?
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
That worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. Pollard, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Pollard. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Ready. Warriors 17.
On 1st down, Willis. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Okay, break.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Willis, third and long. It's caught by Hooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now. Eh?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
In motion, the tight end. On third down, Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Titans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy point.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. Pollard. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 178 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Going to run again here with Pollard. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Marr now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down, they go again with Henry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both.